Should we start, sir?
Just a minute, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very good morning, one and all present here. Today we are in the third day of capacity building and personality development program, which is being conducted by MKLM's VL Mulani College of Commerce and Economics and MR Nathwani College of Arts, which is being sponsored by National Commission for Women, New Delhi. Today we have Sonali Chiklikar, madam. She is the assistant professor of VL Mulani College. We hope to get a very wonderful and a very outstanding session from you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shantaram sir. First of all, a very good morning to all students and our sir. Actually, it's an honor to get this chance and interact with you all. I would like to thank, before I start, I would like to thanks to National Commission for Women, our college, BL Amlani College, and our principal sir to give this platform. And today we are going to discuss about digital literacy and effective use of social media. Yeah, I will just share the PPT with you. Yeah. So girls, since last 2 days, you are attending this seminar and you have learned many things. So today we are going to learn about preventive measures against social media attacks. See, in the last 20 years, we have experienced a huge change in society. Traditional information and communication resources have been left aside by the information and communication technologies. And now we can reach almost everything with just a click. I hope you can see the screen. I hope, sir, can you just confirm that the PPT is visible?
Yeah, ma'am, it is very much visible.
Yeah. So, can we I was telling you that this everything now we can reach almost everything with just a click. But is this advantage or disadvantage? Are technology making our life more comfortable, or are they complicating our lives instead? So if we really want to be to transform information into knowledge, we have to become a digital citizen. So we have to learn before starting or before getting into technology, before understanding various, before we use all the technological aspect, we should understand how to use the technology and how we should protect ourselves with all this technology and information system. Okay. So for that term is called as digital literacy. So what is digital literacy? A digital literacy is a person with the skills and knowledge to effectively use digital technologies, participate in society, communicate with others, and create or consume digital content. So we have to understand what technology we are going to use and how to use. Okay. So as all of you have, in fact, this is online webinar, all of you have joined through your mobile phones. And as you know, because of Android system, we have to use all these mobiles with the different applications. Even our seminar is also on one application. And for every application, we have to log in, right? And that login we have to do with the email ID. So it is very, this Gmail ID is very popular ID. ID site, it is promoted and created by Google. So most of the population uses this Gmail ID. Now, whenever you create an email ID, you have to consider certain things while creating an email ID. So in short, I am going to brief you about how to create a Gmail ID. Okay. So when you create a Gmail ID, you have to go on a browser. Now, most popular browser is Google Chrome. So on Google Chrome, you have to create a Gmail ID. You have to type a create Gmail ID. So go to the Google homepage, click on the Gmail tab at the top. Okay. Then you will see this icon on the screen. You can see create an account. So click on the red that is create an account on the right hand side. Then you have to complete the information, complete the first name and last name field. So you can move from one field to the next by either pressing the tab key or using your mouse. Okay. So here the first name and the last name, you have to put your name. Okay, there are we are going to learn about various pros and cons about this email ID. वो time पे मैं तुम लोगों को बताऊंगी what you should do and what you should not do. But never use a fake name while creating a Gmail ID. You should use your name. Then you can move to from one field to the next by either pressing the tab key or using your mouse. So the next step is to choose a username. Now, you all know that हमारा जो नाम है, whatever name we have, it may be possible that there are many people around the world that they will also have the same name. So the username, when you create a Gmail ID, you have to select your username that should be very unique and that should be totally authorized to ourselves only. So username must be unique to one person only. So there is some just a hint or a good idea I have given you. It is a good idea to make it something easy for you to type and remember. So don't be so creative while creating a Gmail ID. You have to use a certain keywords which you will remember. Okay. So it may be possible that your name will be not available. So you have to check the availability. So whatever name you are going to choose as a login name, you have to check the availability. So for example, here in this slide, I have taken J. Smith. Now J. Smith is not available. So the Gmail itself will suggest you certain names. Okay. So from that name, if you find that suitable, you can select from that. If the username has been used by someone else, then you need to choose another. So it gives you some suggestions, but you can choose your own. Simple technique or trick is you should add numbers or nicknames which you will remember. Okay. Is there some queries? Yeah.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
They cannot unmute themselves.
Okay. Sorry, I just saw the chat. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the username has been used by someone else, then you need to choose another, and it gives like you can use some alphanumeric combination for the username if the username is not available. Then you have to choose a password. Now here, this Gmail ID, you can see on the screen that password strength. The Gmail also suggests you the password strength, whether it is correct or whether it is strong or weak or medium. So your password should, you have to choose a password that is easy to remember, then re-enter your password to verify that you have entered it correctly. So here there is one sign, there is one tick, you can see that stay signing. For your safety, you should not tick on this stay signing if that device is used by another person. Now, as far as password is considered, so here you can see on the screen that your password should be minimum of 8 characters in length. Now, this 8 characters should be in a combination, alphanumeric combination. You know, most of the times people keep the combination with their name, initials, then their birth dates, then their birth dates of their loved ones. So ये सब avoid करना है. तुम लोगों ने वो एक and that's an old movie. Have you seen that movie? Aetraz, I guess Aetraz nahi. There was one movie where the villain was Bobby Deol, and that Bobby Deol used to keep used to say one word again and again. So वो अक्षय कुमार वो पासवर्ड उसका बैंक अकाउंट हैक करते टाइम वो जो वर्ड था दैट इज इम्पॉसिबल. सो ही पुट दैट वर्ड क्योंकि वो वर्ड हमेशा बार बार वो बोलते. यू मस्ट हैव सीन इन मेनी मूवीज दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम पीपल गेट ए हिंट कि ये इंसान क्या पासवर्ड रख सकता है या व्हाट इज द क्लोजेस्ट वर्ड और फ्रेज टू दिस person. So you should avoid that phrase or that word when you choose your password. So your password should have a alphanumeric and special signs. Like, for example, it is there in this slide. I will just I will brief you about that. Then after proceeding that, security questions and answers. So here there are sample questions, security questions like name of your best friend, then name of your first school, name of your first teacher, your mother's maiden name, then a quote you liked the most, or the books you have you like the most. So this kind of sample questions are there as a security questions, of which the answer only you and you can give that question's answer. So you should always select a questions of which answer is not known by any other person. सिर्फ तुम्हें वो आंसर पता है. ऐसे security questions you have to choose and you have to write the answer. Now click on the drop down arrow to choose a question and then fill the answer. Then proceeding to that Gmail ID, creating Gmail ID form, you have to add your birth date. Now, as Google is American, so it asks you a birth date in MMDDYY format. So then we need to type a letter you see in a red, that is, these letters are sometimes it's in this case it is not case sensitive. Okay, then almost we are there. Now there is a terms and conditions we need to accept by clicking I accept. We have to click on the box to accept, and then it takes you to the verification screen, and this verification code you will get on your mobile phone. Okay, so this way you need to create a Gmail account. You can create your Gmail ID. Now, what you need to remember while creating a Gmail account, first of all, you have to choose a very simple email ID which you will remember, and the other person to whom you are going to give your email ID for further communication. So always select a simple email ID which will be a login ID which will be easy to remember. And as I said that we have to use a alphanumerical and special characters combination while setting the password. For example, if we are using, say, here on the screen, I can see, suppose our password contains relations. So relations ka R should R, if we can keep R capital, or it's not necessary that we should always keep one first letter capital. We can keep any letter capital in from the word. So suppose we have taken a social word in our password. So instead of S, we can keep C as a capital and rest of the words in small letters. Then there should be some special characters, some numerals. We can set any numbers which we feel that we will remember. That number we should choose. Then after adding that number, we can use a special characters. Now, what are the special characters? That $sign, @ hashtag, star sign, underscore, all these characters we should use in our password. There are applications. Now, we use many applications, but there are applications which helps the hackers to hack your email ID. अगर तुम लोगों ने सिर्फ words रखे password में, if you will keep only words, any letters in your password, then it takes hardly 10 minutes to hack your email account. Then if there is only word and numerals, then it will take around 1 hour. And if there will be special characters, then it will take. See, there are so permutation. You must have learned in maths permutation and combination. So we have learned how to do permutation and combinations manually, but now there are applications who do this task, that doing permutation and combination, checking various combinations to hack the password. And अगर हमारा password strong नहीं है, तो it is very easy for the hacker to hack our account. Okay, so this is all we have related to Gmail account. Now we can use email ID on our mobile devices also. Now it is mandatory for us because of this Android system, that whenever we get a new mobile, we have to do login to that device. And after login only, we get all the information which is synced in our email account on that device, right? We can, in fact, we cannot download the applications also, which is available and which will be helpful for us through that mobile device. Okay, so I will show you one quick video for that.
Airtel Guru is presenting how to set up and use.
One second, Abbas, I'm just sharing.
Airtel Guru is presenting how to set up and use email on this smartphone. The first step is to go to your apps, download settings, and look for accounts. In accounts, tap on Add Account. Choose any of the accounts. For this video, we are using Gmail. To set up your account, type in your existing username and password and hit Next. Within seconds, your account details will be verified. At this stage, you can sync your email account as per your preference. By choosing the sync option, contacts, calendar, and other items in your mail will match that of your phone. Now hit Right Friend. Fantastic. You're all set to use email on your smartphone. Next time you want to access your email, go to Apps and click on the icon. From here, you can view your inbox and can send emails. To send an email, click on this icon. Compose and send. Whenever receive a new mail. This IPM system tray notifies you. Please note that any old changes that you make to your emails or your phone will be effective on your web-based inbox as well. So if you delete something here, it's deleted from your web into just follow the same steps to configure
Ma'am,
process such as Java,
ma'am,
reader, or even others.
Sonali, ma'am,
Yes, sir.
ma'am. Only we are able to hear the video, but we are not able to see anything.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It is not
I thought
visible
that
to
you
us.
all can see. Now you can see?
No, ma'am, still not.
Okay. I will just share it again. Sir, now you can see?
No, ma'am, still not.
It's there from on my
We are able to
screen.
see. We are able to see your file,
So I have played the file.
but it is not. It is not visible to us.
Okay. Okay, I will just brief you. I guess there's some problem. So whenever we want to use an email account on our mobile device, there are steps. The same steps are there which we use for a login. For login our email ID to any devices, we need to add our account a login ID, and then we need to add our password, and then our account gets synced. So whenever we whatever whatever emails we have received, that we can access from the mobile as well as from the desktop. So we need to block the spam mails also. So I will just guide you how to protect our account from the spam mail. So once you install for avoiding spam mails, you have to use anti-spam and antivirus software. So once you install an anti-spam software, you can protect yourself from spam mails. So this is a software that not only tag emails as spam, but also blocks dangerous malwares, viruses, and phishing attacks. Then we have to ensure that whoever is sending mails to us, before opening an email, we should know the senders. So avoid any email sent by a website that you don't recognize, or an email address from someone you don't know. So there is a good chance that it is a spam. Then another way, a possible way to identify spam is when the sender's address has a bunch of numbers or a domain that you don't recognize. I will just, as there's some problem with the video, I will just again share the PPT only. Okay, I hope the PPT is visible. Sir, can you see the PPT?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible now.
Yeah. Then after syncing your mobile device to your email ID, you can access every email from your mobile as well as from your desktop. One thing you need to make sure that whenever you will delete, it is not like that 2 devices and 2 different email accounts. The account will be the same only. So whenever you will delete any contents on your email, whether from your mobile phone, or whether it is from your laptop, that email will get deleted from both the places. So it is syncing. For understanding this syncing concept, I have given you this example. Now, this next topic is identification of spam mails. So, sir, you can see the PPT or file, just because there's some confusion.
And we are able to see the PPT.
PPT, no? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, as I have explained you that we should avoid, we should install antivirus software in our mobile as well as in our, on our computer or laptop. Then we should ensure that we know the senders. जैसे कि काफी बार हमने देखा है, there is one WhatsApp message also कि whenever I'm very sad, I just open my email account, तो मुझे करोड़ों की लॉटरी लगी है, मुझे बहुत बड़ा कार लोन, होम लोन, देन पर्सनल लोन मिला है, या कोई मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे ट्रांसफर करने वाला है, करोड़ों रुपए ट्रांसफर करने वाला है. So all these mails are spam mails. So we should ensure that we know the senders. RBI is not going to send you the mail and RBI के पास बहुत पैसे हैं and they are transferring that money to your bank account. Or no top official from other country is going to take your help for transferring money. So we should ensure that we know the sender before opening an email. Okay. Then we need to identify the spoof email address. Like attackers who want to try phishing attacks, they use spoof email address to trick the recipient. Now, to show that email address is from a recognizable sources, the attackers may use characters which look like actual letters. So the attackers could also create a fake sender address from trustworthy organizations. Like as I said, कि RBI या तुम लोगों का bank account. See, many times for the safety reason nowadays, banks also send you the safety messages. कि we never ask your KYC online or on phone or through email. So there is a proper way followed by every bank or every organization to take your personal details. So never send any personal details to anyone. Then another is be careful about urgent or threatening language in the subject. So a common phishing tactic is to evoke a sense of fear or urgency in email. So attackers might write email subjects like your account has been suspended, or someone is trying to make unauthorized login attempts, and due to this, recipients get worried, right? And they'll end up opening these spam mail, emails or links. Many times we get a link. You click on this link to complete your login details or to complete your profile. Otherwise, your bank account will get suspended. So we have to be very careful about urgent or threatening languages in the subject. Then check the subject for a spam alarm. So make sure you check the subject line before opening an email account, an email. So the subject sound exciting, like you generally by offering things like sale or investment opportunities or new treatment or request for money or information packages which you never order, or usually it sounds like you are receiving a bag of $1 million, which just I have explained you. So these emails are a definite and sure shot sign for spam. So you should never click on such emails and you should never respond to such emails. Then avoid request for personal information. So many a time you will receive an email that you need to update your details on this. By clicking on this link, you will be able to update your information. So this is only sent by attackers. Attackers sends a request for personal information. Then you know that something is not right. So these email contains anonymous links, and these are the hackers hacking links. So it is advisable to avoid all such links or such emails as far as possible. Then many a times attackers write a spam in a way to get it like a pass spam filters by for example by making typological errors so that they will not be detected. For example, PayPal. Suppose you are receiving an email from PayPal. So what? How the PayPal is actual? They written PAY. P is capital. Then PAL. Again P is capital. But you will receive a mail like PayPal. So the middle P is not capital. So that way we need to identify the typological mistakes. Best example I can give you here, that a first copy. Many a times we get a branded things first copy or duplicate copy, like Gucci का बैग है, हैंड बैग है, या चैनल का बैग है. So that logo, their symbol is different on that spam duplicate copy, but we feel that this is original. So the same way it is there in this email IDs also. Your bank name or your bank's logo, that will be different. Then we need to spot unknown attachments or links. If you are not aware of the sources, you should avoid downloading links or attachment. There is a possibility that if you download these links or attachment, then virus or malware can enter your computer and this can destroy your data. And then you should avoid all these malicious files. Are also, it may be there in that particular file format. Sorry. Then you have to watch out for contents that is too good to be true. So this is what I have given you example के morning में उठ गए, mood off है, mobile check कर लिया, and you will feel like you are rich and you are top of the world. Like sometimes there is a spam email where it contains unbelievable, like you will get a large sum of money if you download this link. So these emails are phishing scams to get information from you. These emails come in various forms which encourage the recipients to provide personal information. You know, Gmail accounts या जब email ID लोगों ने start करना शुरू कर दिया था, so that time this was like on top, this kind of scam was on top of the world. It was like, for example, एक email आता था जिसमें एक नेवी ऑफिसर और डिवोर्सी या टॉप ऑफिशियल्स वो एकदम अर्जेंटली वो ईमेल के कंटेंट्स रहते थे दैट he is receiving death threats and he want to start a business in India or in your country, and there is a large sum of money lying with him, and he want to, with him or her, and that person wants to transfer that money to your account. So this used to लोगों को ये बहुत attract करता था, and people used to follow prey or to that kind of information. तो वो modus operandi क्या होता था कि तुम लोगों को एक लिंक दिया जाता था that for getting big money you have to invest a little bit amount. तो people used to fall prey कि अरे अगर 10,000 भर के हमें अगर 10 करोड़ मिल रहे हैं तो चलो 10,000 दे देते हैं. So that way they used to feel. और एक बार 10,000 दिए तो वापस कुछ तो भी प्रॉब्लम हो गया, और 20,000 दे दिए वापस कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया, और 1 lakh दे दिए. So this way these hackers loots you. So spam is dangerous and then that can leave your data or computer. Now as far as email IDs safety is considered, it may be possible that your valuable information, your important information, they can misuse that information by hacking your computer or mobile device. So we have to stay alert, stay secure, and you can be sure that you are safe by that by not clicking on the link. Rather than, most of the time you should follow that if you want to go to a particular link, you should type the link rather than clicking on the link. Then there are some tips for email safety. Yeah. So don't open email from someone you don't know or trust. If it seems fishy, it probably is a spam. And you should just ignore that email and move on. Then avoid sending any sensitive information over the email. So when you send a message, you no longer have control over what is done with it or to whom it is forwarded. So sensitive information like, for example, passwords, then bank accounts, then numbers, then social security numbers, you should never send this via email. Then never open an attachment with an email from a company or a person you don't know or that you were not expecting. That attachment can contain viruses which can be seriously damage your computers, or you can drag all that emails to your spam folders. Then never reply to or click on links inside spam emails. Replying to clicking on link within or even unsubscribing from spam emails typically only inform the sender that they have found an active email address and to which they will send more spam emails. So instead, what we need to do? Report the message as spam. Then use a spam filter. So spam filter helps you to keep a spam emails from your inbox or flag spam email so that you are aware of them. Depending on the software and configuration, some spam filters can automatically eliminate junk mails and block web bugs that track your activity and system information. So, you can do all these changes in your email setting also, that avoid the email address, avoid emails from a particular email address. If you will report that email address as a spam, then it is always advisable to use antivirus software. It is highly recommended that you install and maintain good and well-respected antivirus software on your computer to prevent infections. Then be cautious while connecting to open Wi-Fi. Now, this is a very serious problem. Nowadays, everywhere we get Wi-Fi connectivity. And when you connect it to a public and open Wi-Fi network, there is increased potential for hackers to access your account. So it is best to avoid connecting to these networks entirely. And if you do connect because of some unavoidable reason, then don't sign into any account with the sensitive information. Like public Wi-Fi pay, don't access your bank account application. Then another tip is keep your password secure. It is recommended that you should change your password at least every 60 days. And particularly if you currently view and manage your email on a public computer. Suppose you are working and there your work is related to computers and that computer is shared by another employee or another person, you should not use or access. First of all, you should avoid accessing any your personal accounts and personal information. But by any chance, if you need to access that, then you should never keep the same password for long time. You should change your password at least every 60 days. And the password should not be easy to guess. So never share your passwords with anyone. You can learn how to change your password. There are many ways, there are many information available on the Google where you can learn how to get a strong password. Then avoid any unsolicited bulk mails that can fill up your email box or become extremely frustrating. To avoid it. So don't give your email address to sites you don't trust. You should always have 2 email addresses if it is possible. One just for social media, just for online shopping, and one that will be for a confidential information, like for the email address which will give you your bank information, which will have your suppose you are working, then that will have your salary slips or any interactions with your employers, that everything you should have on that email ID. Then don't post your email address to public places online like message board and common board, or even on your personal, if you have personal websites, then keep your personal emails private except from people that you really want to hear. Then use an alternate email address when you are buying product. That's what I have just shared with you. Okay, then this is all related to email ID safety and security. Then the next part in our today's webinar is banking services and payment gateways. You know, this in this lockdown, we have realized that how blessed we are because of all this technology and communication system. Can you imagine? I have many students are there in this webinar. I must have told them while teaching banking that can you imagine in this lockdown phase, अगर ये सब technology नहीं होता, तो क्या होता? There were emergency services were going on, like from that one of the services were banking services also. But क्या होता अगर ये टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होती, अगर ये सब लॉकडाउन अगर 15-20 years के पहले अगर आता, when there were no Android phones, there was no Android systems, there were no this much use. Nowadays we are everything is there online. For everything we use network, internet services are there. अगर ये internet services नहीं होते तो क्या होता? So it was difficult for the people. Even now, senior citizens are also started. Many senior citizens are doing all their banking transactions with at their home comfort. I remember for the pension people, अगर उनको pension update करना है या अगर उनको pension निकालना है, तो I have seen before this technology and all, I have seen people taking their elder parents on a wheelchair, on a stretcher to the banks so that they can perform the banking transactions offline. But now we have many online payment gateways which we can use. So from that, there are we have debit cards, we have credit cards, we have various payment gateways like Google Pay, then Paytm, then Bheem Pay app, then PayPal, Airtel Money, Jio Money, many types of payment options we have. So we are going to see or we are going to explore one by one. Now, first is a debit card. Now we are going to learn about how to use a debit card. Now you must have heard this word many times, the debit card and credit card. So a debit card, also known as a bank card or a plastic card or a check card, that is a plastic payment card that can be used instead of cash when making purchases. See, before 2-3 generations, किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा कि एक दिन एक छोटा सा विजिटिंग कार्ड के जैसा प्लास्टिक का कार्ड will be like a big money purse in our hand. So debit card lets you spend money from your banking accounts or checking accounts without writing a check. So you can use your debit card to buy things in the store. You can use it at an ATM to get a cash. पहले क्या होता था banking system or banking transactions कैसे होता था? You have to deposit a cash into your bank account. Even salary, nowadays we get a salary directly credited to our bank account. पहले salary cash मिलती थी या we used to get a salary through check. So what we have to do? we have to take that salary, and we used to deposit that salary into our bank account, and whenever we want to use that amount, we have to withdraw that cash by filling a slip, withdrawal slip, or by filling a check. So that process was very lengthy. अगर हमारे बैंक अकाउंट से हमें पैसे निकालने हैं तो वो एक दिन में काम होता था. That too we have to stand in a long queue. और अगर हमें सपोज मुझे किसी को पैसे पे करने हैं तो मुझे उसको चेक देना है. वो चेक पे मैं मेरे बैंक, सपोज आई हैव अ अकाउंट इन कोटक महिंद्रा, एंड द पर्सन to whom I am going to pay, that person have a bank account in ICICI Bank. तो मैं मेरे बैंक अकाउंट का चेक उसको दूंगी, फिर वो अपने बैंक में वो चेक डिपॉजिट करेगा, एंड देन उसकी बैंक कोऑर्डिनेट करेगी मेरे बैंक से टू गेट दैट मनी. If there is no fund in my account, then that check will get dishonored. Okay, that check will get bounced. तो ये सब प्रोसेस को पहले 7 से 8 दिन लगते थे if it is intercity, and if it is within the city, then also it used to take 3 to 4 days. So ये सब चीजें अभी पॉसिबल ही नहीं है because of technology. Instantly we can withdraw a cash from any ATM, and there are machineries available with the merchants, that is merchant payment devices. By using that devices or that machinery, we can purchase anything we want. Now there is a difference between debit card and credit card. Debit card we can use only to that extent the money that comes, the money which is available in our bank account. So when we pay with a debit card, the money comes out of our bank account immediately, and there's no bill pay to later on. So immediately we can get the money from our debit card, or whenever we do a transaction or purchase, we purchase anything, that amount get deducted from our bank account. Okay, so it is an instant closure of the transactions. And exactly opposite to this, there is a credit card. So a credit card is a payment card issued to user as a system of payment. So it allows the card holders to pay for goods and services based on the holder's promise to pay for them. So how this working mechanism is there? There are 3 parties. First is issuing organization or bank. So the agreement with the merchant establishment that makes payment after deducting or after deducing or reducing commission. Then second party is card holder that buys goods or services from establishment without immediate cash payment. And the third party is member establishment that sends bills to issuing organizations, banks. For example, if I went to a mall, central में shopping करने के लिए गई. Now I am a party, I am a card holder. Okay, so I want to buy dresses. So what I will do, I will go to a central, I will go to Oberoi Mall, for example, and I will do a shopping there from the central outlet. So in central outlet, suppose I have selected dresses of 5,000 rupees. So my card now, understand the card holder's role. Now my credit card limit will be based on my payment capacity. So while issuing a credit card, bank analyze the payment capacity of the card holder. Suppose my payment capacity is 50,000 rupees, then my credit card limit will be 50,000 rupees. Suppose my credit card credit card bill payment capacity is 20,000, so the limit will be 20,000. So as per my limit, I can do the shopping to that extent only. Now many a times, if we have more limit also, we can reduce the limit to avoid the misuse of our credit card. Then we were discussing about the transaction method. So now I have done a shopping. I will go to a billing counter, that is the issuing, or that is the member establishment. So there they will swipe the card and they will take a payment, and that receipt or that slip they will send to the issuing organization, and that organization will make a payment to the member establishment after deducting the commission. Okay, so this is the working mechanism of the credit card. Only one difference you need to understand, that from the debit card and credit card, debit card is the limit which you can use as per your bank account balance, and the credit card limit you can use as per the credit card balance. Now I have downloaded some videos also to show you this debit card and credit card. I will just see if I can share again the videos. I will just, sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I'm just again trying to share the video. I will do one thing. I will just keep.
Yeah, ma'am. I'll just let you know then.
I will just see if I can share the video. I'm so sorry, girls. Just a minute. Yes.
Gone are the days when we carried cash. Gone are the days when we carried risks. One debit card.
Sir, can you see the screen now?
Yeah, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Multiple uses.
Thank you.
Any day convenient. With a debit card, you can withdraw cash from an ATM 24/7, pay at a merchant outlet without carrying cash. You can also check your account balance, request for a checkbook or bank statement, and even manage card-to-card transfer at an ATM. But how to use a debit card to withdraw cash from an ATM? It's easy to use. Insert your card as directed and select your preferred language. Then, enter your 4 or 6-digit PIN. While keying in your PIN, shield the pad for security. Select the cash withdrawal option from the list. Choose the account type. Enter the amount you wish to withdraw. Confirm, and your cash would be dispensed. You can also pay using debit card at restaurants, hospitals, departmental stores, malls, cinema halls, online shopping, and many other places. And how can you do that? Present your debit card at the payment counter. The merchant will swipe the card on the machine. He will enter the amount. He would then ask you to enter the debit card PIN. After a successful authorization, a charge slip will be generated from the POS machine. Ensure the correct amount on the slip and sign the charge slip. Collect back your card and your copy of the charge slip. Now, you can shop at the comfort of your home using a debit card. It's easy. Select your product from any e-commerce website. Click on the payment and select debit card option. Enter the required details and authenticate. The amount would be deducted from your bank account, making the payment and confirming the order. If you want to keep track of your transactions, register your mobile number with your bank. This would help you receive instant SMS alert whenever you withdraw cash or pay at a merchant outlet. Why carry cash when you can do so much with a small plastic card? Get your debit card and get going.
Okay, I hope now you must have understood how to use a credit card or a debit card. So it's the same method. That's why I have used this word credit card also. So for the credit card and debit card, the method of shopping is same, or method of using the card is same. Just the card type is different. Their limit is different. Okay, let's move to our PPT again. So these are the particulars displayed on the card. Due to time constraint, I'm just taking it fast. So there is a name of the customer. Then there are 16-digit card number, the validity date, then the Visa hologram, if the card is Visa, or there is a MasterCard. Then there is a American Express card. So according to the card type, there will be a logo or a hologram. The name of the issuing bank, signature period, then magnetic strips and pin. Okay. So this credit card purchase cycle, I have already explained you that purchase. We do a purchase of goods and services on card. Then merchant delivers goods after taking an authenticated credit card and noting the number and taking signature on certain forms. Then third step is merchant raises the bill for the purchases and send it to the credit card issuing bank for payment. Then issuing bank pays amount to the merchant establishment, and issuing bank raises bills on the credit card holder and then send it for the payment. Then credit card holder makes the payment to the issuing bank. Now as I said that debit card immediately transactions get closed when you swipe the card. If you have bank balance in your bank account, then your transaction will get completed. अगर balance कम है तो तुम्हारा transaction complete नहीं होगा. Whereas in credit card you have a limit. So suppose your limit is 50,000. Till 50,000 you can do shopping. You can use your credit card. After 50,000, your transaction will get declined. And this month's bill you have to pay the next month. So normally there is a 30 days or a 45 days, depend on your type of depend on the type of customer. Organizations or banks gives limit that how long you can use this credit facility. Okay. Then there are certain safety tips related to debit card as well as credit card. You have to sign your card with the signature. You should not leave your card lying around. As for the debit card as well as credit card, now they have used more strict safety measures by all the credit card providers. Like they use a OTP, that is one-time password. So it is not enough. Earlier it was like if you will keep your card as it is, from your 16-digit numbers from your card's validity and 3-digit pin which is there on the back side of the card. On that basis, people used to do a shopping through your credit card. But now there is a OTP system that is called as one-time password. So that password gets expires after 10 minutes. So whenever you want to do any online transaction with your debit card or credit card, you have to fill all the details which we have seen in the video. And after filling the details, that link or that website will issue one-time password. That password you will get it from your bank or the card provider, the credit card or debit card provider. So that one-time password you have to fill to complete the transactions, and that one-time password you will receive only on your registered mobile number. Then you have to, another safety tips is you have to close all unused accounts in writing and by phone. Then cut up the card. And do not give out your account number unless you are making purchases. And keep a list of all the cards, then account numbers and phone numbers, and separate from cards. You know, here I will tell you one incident. Like, you know that all the telecommunication providers, they have this facility. that if your mobile number is prepaid, so you have to recharge and then you can use your mobile number. Okay, for the postpaid, the method is different. So prepaid में क्या होता है, when you don't recharge for 3 months, again the telecommunication provider, the company, telecom company waits for 3 more months, so total 6 months they wait. And if you will not use that particular number, they can allot your number to another person. You know, it is always advisable that if it is possible, you should not change your number. And if you are changing your number, you should change it from all the places. Isliye banks, every time they instruct you to update your KYC in your bank. You have to visit your bank branch and there you have to update. एक scam हुआ था बीच में, senior citizen के साथ वो scam हुआ था. That person changed the number, phone number, और उसने हर जगह पे, हर बैंक अकाउंट्स में, उसके पेंशन के every places where there was a financial transactions, that person gave that number, और जो उसने बंद कर दिया यूज करना. And after 6 months, that same number got allotted to another person. As we get the notification from bank account, that person started getting a notification from that person. So suppose a person is there, उसने अपना मोबाइल नंबर चेंज किया and 6 months तक यूज नहीं किया. That number allotted to B person. B person को वो A person के सब confidential notification आने लगे. तो वो बंदे ने ऑनलाइन ईमेल आईडीज पे लॉगिन करने की कोशिश की. इफ यू विल नॉट एबल टू लॉग इन, यू कैन क्लिक ऑन द फॉरगॉट पासवर्ड. तो वो फॉरगॉट पासवर्ड पे क्लिक करके he got a notification or reset password linked to that registered mobile number, and by clicking that link, he changed all the password, he got access to all bank accounts, and that B person looted that A person with a huge amount. So this kind of scams are possible if you will not follow a proper safety measure. So whenever you should immediately inform to all the banks or wherever it is necessary if you have changed your number by any reason. Okay, then we have to report or report lost or stolen card promptly. The next is how to use a Paytm. Now, as far as Paytm is considered, nowadays people use a different wallets, and some wallets may given the cashback for an alternative to the people. So some wallet name is M-Pesa, then Aerial Money, then Geo Money, PayPal, then MobiKwik, and Paytm. So Paytm means pay through mobile. Okay, so in 2014, the company launched Paytm Wallet, which became India's largest mobile payment service platform with over 150 million wallets and 75 million Android-based app downloads as of November 2016. So the surge in usage of the services was largely due to the demonetization of the 500 and 1000 rupees currency notes. So ये demonetization जब हुआ था, पहले तो हमें काफी सारा टाइम गया वो नोट्स एक्सचेंज करने में. So that time all this payment apps or payment gateways became popular amongst the people. Now I will just stop sharing this. I will share how to use a Paytm video. One second, Abbas.
today in this section, let me tell you about a very interesting Android app called Paytm. Well, viewers, Paytm started its journey as an online mobile recharge website as well as an app, but today it has spread its wings into various areas like movie ticket bookings, hotel room bookings, bus and train ticket bookings, as well as online shopping. But the best of the features offered by Paytm, which I would say, is the Paytm mobile wallet, an e-wallet. When I say an e-wallet, it just means it is like a small savings bank account where you can add money, transfer money from your account to your friends or relatives account. And
Because of time constraint, I'm just keeping the video, huh?
why I'm telling about sites and the apps, and download Paytm Play Store and download Paytm. The name of the app is Paytm, Paytm, and search for the app. Here it is. This is the app. Click and open the app, and here you will find an option called download. Click on it and download the app. But for this, I have also given you a direct link down below in my description section to download the app. Once the app is downloaded, let's open the app. Well, this is the main page of Paytm Android app. Before we begin, let's get into the profile section and register first. So sign in. Since we are new users to this app, let's sign up. So enter your mobile number here, your email ID here, and create a Paytm password here, and then click on sign up. As soon as you do this,
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Okay, I was sharing the video. बीच में glitch आ गया, I guess.
password on the registered mobile. Please remember the mobile number which you are going to give here. So please remember passbook so that you can view your transactions. Like you see, I have rupees 45.83 on my Paytm wallet right now as a balance. You can see my transactions too. I have received rupees 25 from Taskbucks and rupees 50 from Slide. These things, Taskbucks and Slide, are online earning apps. We can also see how to videos. So once you receive the money or you get the money on your Paytm wallet, you can send this money directly to your bank account. For that, please come back and select pay or send and choose the option send to bank. Here enter your bank details like account holder name, account number, bank's IFSC code, the amount you need to send, and click on send so that the amount will be sent in few minutes. You can also send the money to your friends or your relatives' bank account once you know their bank details, but the amount you can send is only from rupees 100 to 5,000 per transaction, but you can.
Okay, so this way we can use the Paytm app. I will just move to our PPT again. Then this was related to Paytm. I have already shown you the video. Then another payment gateway is Google Pay. So Google Pay, this application helps the user for online payment and tap to pay purchases on mobile devices, which allows users to pay on a single tap. And the other advantages are that users can also pay bills, they can also shop too. So there is one basic user here, that is the registered customer. And at the time of registering a customer, it is asked to link the bank to simplify online payment. So send and receive money, and they can also shop online from e-commerce websites and much more for online transaction. Now here only the thing which is different from the Paytm, that is you can directly pay to any mobile number which is available in your contact details, or you can add that number in your contacts and immediately you can pay. Even you can pay to any by scanning a QR code. Now here I have the video for this also, the Google Pay, but due to time constraint, I cannot share now. So here in Google Pay, the customers can send and receive money, and they can also shop online from e-commerce websites and much more for online transactions. Then customers also get cashback offer on special online transactions. Then the same way, another payment app is there, that is called as Bhim Pay app. Now Bhim stands for Bharat Interface for Money. So Bhim, Bharat ka BH, Interface ka I, and Money ka M. That way this Bhim Pay app is there. So it is a mobile application developed by National Payment Corporations of India, that is NCPI, based on the Unified Payment Interface. It was launched by our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, on 30th December 2016. So it is developed, and it is developed by a 28-year-old Nikhil Kumar. Then what we need to learn from this is that what we should do and what we should not do for online payment. So first of all, we should always make sure that we are on a correct website. Then we have to choose a password that will not be easily decoded. Then always delete browser settings or browser histories and cookies after logging out, and always make sure that you log out from that application. Then monthly checking and check credit card statements carefully. Then we should not disclose any personal information like credit card numbers or credit card pins, not even to our known people. Then we should not keep our browser open. We should not download or open files from strangers, or we should not tell our ID and password in email to anyone. Okay. Then the last part of our session is use of social media. Now we all are so addicted to social media. There are many applications like Facebook, Instagram, then Twitter. Every applications we use in our day-to-day life, and WhatsApp is also there. So there are advantages and disadvantages, or we can say pros and cons of all these social media application. So first, what we should consider while protecting our account on a social media, that we will understand in this part. So how we can protect our own account on social media? First of all, always choose a strong password using random words. Then use unique passwords for each social network. No, never keep same password to all your social media accounts. Then for safety, many applications give this facility, that is two-factor authentication. So in a setting, you should enable this two-factor authentication. Then set your accounts to private and review the default privacy settings so you can control who sees what on your accounts. You know, you must have heard बीच में वो काफी messages viral हुए थे that Facebook has taken over, WhatsApp has taken over by Facebook, and our all personal data will get synced in Facebook account and all information will get shared on Facebook account. अभी उसके लिए भी काफी सारे spam messages आ रहे थे कि click on this link so that your Facebook account will be private. Click on that link so that your WhatsApp data will not get shared. So this was all spam. So always lock your device or log off to prevent any unauthorized access to your social media account. And you should be very careful about the personal information you reveal about yourself online. So this can be used by cyber criminals for social engineering. And always use this block function to protect yourself from spam accounts and any unwanted follower or interactions. Do not click on link or in post or tweets or direct messages unless you're 100% certain or sure that these all links are genuine and well-intentioned, and they may be a phishing attempt. So you have to make sure that you are safe on a social media account always. Now, if I will take example of Facebook or Instagram, I know many of my students are not that active on Facebook, but I know many of you are active on Instagram. So there is a craze in youth's mind that we should have our followers, or many followers. So more followers means we are Instagram influencers. So if you really think so that this is going to benefit you, then only you should keep your account open for everyone. Otherwise, you should always keep your account locked, and so that your profile pictures or whatever information you have uploaded will be secured. You know, there was one session in our college. See, this topic is so vast. Now we can talk throughout the day with so many examples. But just to brief you in a short, there were two best friends. There were a session in our college a few years back. That time the speaker shared this information. So there were two best friends, और उन दोनों में one friend was so dictative, like she always feel that my best friend should follow my instructions. तो उन दोनों में कुछ अनबन हो गई, दोनों के इंस्ट्रक्शंस कुछ मैच नहीं हुए. दूसरी जो फ्रेंड थी who used to listen, उसने मना कर दिया. कुछ उन लोगों का आउटिंग का प्लान बन रहा था या कुछ उन दोनों का था. So the second girl denied. So we will for this example we will say X and Y. So Y girl denied and X girl got angry. उसने क्या किया? She clicked some pictures while her friend was changing, and she uploaded all that pictures in a college WhatsApp group. So वो pictures viral हो गए, और वो जो Y girl थी, she went into depression, and पूरा वो family and all that, it's काफी हंगामा हुआ. So you should never trust anyone for any reason. Okay, so काफी मतलब वो पेरेंट्स को पता चला, वो पेरेंट्स ने वो लड़की की एज देख के उन्होंने कंप्लेंट नहीं किया, बट काफी बार ऐसे होता है कि अननोइंगली हमारे जान पहचान वाले भी हमें नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं. Okay, then next we have the stalker. So what is cyber stalking? So cyberstalking is a crime in which someone harasses or stalks a victim using electronic or digital means, such as social media, then email, then instant messaging. That's we can say example is WhatsApp, or messages posted to a discussion group or forum. Nowadays we have family ka group, society ka group, friends ka group, college ka group, tuition ka group. So many groups are there. So we have to be alert that where we will share information and to what extent we will share information. So sometimes without being caught or cyber stalks take advantage on the anonymity afforded by the internet to stalk or harass their victims, sometimes without being caught, punished, or even detected. So the cyber crimes are divided into two categories: the computer as a target and the computer as a weapon. So first, the computer as a target, using a computer to attack other computer, like hacking, virus or worms attack, or DOS attack, means attack on operating system. Then second is the computer as a weapon. So using a computer to commit real world crime like cyber terrorism or credit card fraud or pornography. So there are many cyber crimes against women, like profile hacking, then photo morphing, then offers and shopping scam, then romance and dating scam, link betting, then information theft, online bullying. Many times, like for the girls, many times we trust our known persons, maybe our friends or relatives. They normally have our personal information. So this kind of crimes happens against women, like making a fake profile. वो जो example मैंने बोला था, that ex girl also made a fake profile by using her picture, and she posted some inappropriate contents on that profile, means projecting herself as her friend. Okay. Then what are the legal remedies against stalkers? Quickly, I will share that page. Okay, web page is not possible. I will just, yes. Sir, can you just confirm that you can see the screen? Shantaram,
Yes,
sir?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Thank you. Yeah. So there are various legal remedies are available for the woman. So as per section 354 Indian Penal Code, IPC, the stalking is any man who follows a woman and contacts or attempts to contact such woman to foster personal interactions repeatedly despite a clear indication of disinterest by such woman, or monitor the use by a woman of the internet, email, or any other form of electronic communication commits the offense of stalking. So this I have already explained you. So provided that such conduct shall not amount to stalking, if the man who pursued it proved that, we don't need to consider this, that who cannot do. We will focus on the safety precautions. So what safety plans we should follow? That no contacts with the stalkers. Tell others if you feel that someone is stalking you or someone is following you, always tell to your family and friends. Then change your routine. Then if sometimes for the girls it happens by some or any other means. In fact, I have seen it's very normal for us to order food online. from Zomato and Swiggy or any other delivery apps. So there were cases that the delivery guys have saved the numbers and they have stalked the woman. So whenever you you face such kind of stalking, you should always tell your family and friends and never answer phones. Don't go into that argument also. Then change the locks, lock all outside electronic phone boxes and gates. Keep your cellular phone always with you. Have some security system. Then provide pictures to co-workers, family, if the stalker that person. Okay, I'm just skipping the slides which are not relevant. So many victims have found simple way to make the stalking affect them less. They may ask someone else to pick up and sort their mails or get a second phone number given only to trusted people. These are the ways how we can handle this stalking. Just follow. Sorry girls, there is a time constraint, so I'm just keeping the slides. So what you should do, immediately consider going to a police station or residences of family or friends, or to the locations which are unknown to that stalker. You should always try to go to a public area if someone is stalking you in a isolated lane. And immediately you should inform to your family members. Okay, there's one. So there are various types of social media crime like profile hacking, photo mopping, that I have already explained you. Like Facebook is the most hacked social networking site. So hacked because of not logging out or sharing password or easy to predict passwords or logging through Facebook options. Let me share the existing slide only. Yeah, before this, I will just explain you without sharing the slide. So we should keep password with words and special characteristics for all the social media accounts. If you think that your account is hacked, then you should report that fake profile. There are certain network security setting changes in every app. You can use that security changes to protect yourself. Okay, there is a dating scam also, like people often change their pictures or connect with you or interact with you and move you to a different form of communication. So once they realize that you have fallen for them, they first send small gifts like flowers and cards. And then later they start demanding for emergency monetary helps. Like this is a very common problem with the woman, that if women are using any dating applications or dating sites, so on that sites you will get this kind of people who are fake. Like we conducted one cyber cell workshop in our college a few years back. That time that inspector lady shared one incident. So वो एक middle age lady थी, around 30-35. She got interaction with one guy on the dating site, matrimonial sites. काफी उसने अच्छे पेरेंट्स को बता के वो मैट्रिमोनियल साइट्स पे रजिस्टर किया था. उस पे उसके इंटरेक्शंस हुए. They got a video calls also. Means all precautions she took. They chatted, then they interacted through a video call. उसको वो बंदा काफी अच्छा लगा. उनकी वेवलेंथ्स काफी मैच हो रही थी. So that person was from, he projected himself that he is from Canada. Then he convinced her that I want to shift to India only. That lady was from Mumbai only. So he convinced herself that I will shift to India, and I will start. I have enough money. I will start my business in India. And he promised her that he will come. Before that, he will come to meet her. So numbers bhi काफी थे, मतलब everything was so appropriate and so convincing that he landed on a Mumbai airport. Means just he projected that he landed on a Mumbai airport. So Mumbai airport के मतलब मुंबई के नंबर से उसको कॉल आया वो लेडी को कि अरे आई गॉट अ गिफ्ट फॉर यू, कि वो लड़के ने वो लेडी को बोला कि आई गॉट सम गिफ्ट्स फॉर यू, एंड वो कस्टम ऑफिसर ने सीज कर लिए बिकॉज ऑफ दैट कस्टम ड्यूटी एंड ऑल. सो आई वांट टू पे द फाइन. सो इनिशियली ही डिमांडेड 5 lakhs. सो उसने, वो लेडी ने इमीडिएटली 5 lakhs ट्रांसफर कर दिए. फिर वापस उसका सेकेंड कॉल आया कि और कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया है. Again she transferred 15 lakhs. So it was like फिर बाद में उसको second third call आया. Then she realized कि अरे कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Then she tried to call him. उसका कॉल ही नहीं लग रहा था. मतलब there is a team, in short, to cut it short, there is a team which is involved in all these scams, and everything is so planned, properly planned कि वो बंदा जो था वो भी involved था. He was not there in Canada and all. पूरा team था. Okay, so fraudster may also record your video calls or record your screen, and later they can use them to blackmail you. So you have an eye to differentiate fake profiles. Do not chat with anyone and everyone. And if the fraudster is calling you to meet in a person or to far off or a lonely place, do not go alone. Do not share your bank or card details at any cost. Okay. Then there's a link betting scam also. Like for example, to use messages like your photo, you just got leaked on the internet, and check here. So in a fear, we click on that link. So look what people are talking about. You click on this link. So this is called as link betting scam. Then or your video is going viral. So by clicking on these links, you are more likely to send similar messages to people from your profile. So what you should do, check where are these links coming from, and ensure that you don't click on the link. They usually come through WhatsApp or messengers. And reply to the messages and ask them, is this really you? Then people also create fake account of genuine profiles. They will use your identity to strike a conversation. Okay, then information theft is also there, which occurs when an imposter identifies key pieces of personality identifiable information like social security or driving license number. So in order to impersonate someone else. So if you have a common name, differentiate with something that people know your business, and ensure that you get the right, you report this kind of business. Then there is a cyberbullying, posting any kind of humiliating contents of the victim, sending or posting vulgar messages online, or threatening to commit act of violence. So what we need to do, approach cops when harassed online. Do not sit quiet. It's only going to increase and not subsidize. Okay. Then last is the dark web. The dark web refers to encrypted online contents that is not indexed by conventional search engines. So there are some black sites also which you should not go. So specific browsers such as Tor browsers are required to reach the dark web. And the dark web pull up sites using information that isn't indexed online. जो भी information हम नॉर्मल ब्राउजर्स पे नहीं सर्च कर सकते हैं या शेयर कर सकते, दैट इज शेयर्ड ऑन दिस डार्क वेब. Okay, so never share your personal information or some information which can identify you. Try to avoid downloaded files from dark web. They may contain viruses. Never do anything illegal on dark web. Okay, so how to keep safe from porn contents also, which is there available on the dark web. Set your search engines to safe search mode. Use the family safety tools provided by your computer or other devices, operating systems. Use a family safety tool services and applications. Keep in mind that these tools need to be installed on every device and review the applications. Okay, so that's it we have for this. Over to you, sir.
Do girls, do you have any doubt regarding? You can put it down in the chat box. Okay, it's the first message we got, there is no doubt.
Yes, I will share the link of the PPT. Welcome, girls. Is there any doubt, girls? You can ask.
Now you can unmute yourself if you want to ask anything.
Okay, if you don't want to type in chat, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me the doubt in any language. See, many students are there to whom I am teaching, and as per the topic and as per the content in the syllabus, I have shared many such incidences. Like I teach banking also, so there also I have given you many examples.
So ma'am, it seems they don't have any doubt. They are very
Yes.
clear about the concept. You have such detail, you have explained them. Because whenever we think something about, we know something, that we are aware about something, but some other point or some other thing we may not be aware about. Like you told about the Google Pay and Paytm and many other things. I was just listening. I was not very much aware about. Thank you so much, ma'am, for explaining such a very beautiful point in such a very detailed manner. I hope everybody has understood very well and they would be benefited with that. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing such a wonderful message with us. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you. Thanks to our college. Thanks to National Commission for Women, and thanks to all the participants.
So, ma'am, shall we end the lecture with?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
ending with.